I did want to mention, just because this is we got a lot of male listeners in the audience, and this is always a fun topic when niggas' child support orders come in and we break it down. Yeah. This one ain't even come across my desk. My girl told me this one.
Which one?
Devin Haney. Cracked him.
They got him?
Cracked. $20K per month.
To who?
One kid.
How old?
1 year old.
Oh,
to New York?
What do you mean to? No, I think Lena is in L.A., I want to say, but look that up.
Yeah.
I'm not a journalist. $20K on a kid.
How much he make?
I wonder what that would be like.
I don't know what that nigga make. I have no idea what he make.
That matters.
I know I like his dad. Why does it matter?
Because they base it on that.
Los Angeles. I think child support should be based on income. I don't think everybody should pay the same.
Child support should be based on income up into what threshold?
I don't know.
And I'm not going to argue about it. I'm just listening.
No. I was just asking how much he made, just because.
Here. What I'm
saying is, there's a world.
I have an answer. The calculation used a gross monthly income of $435,699.
Yeah,
that's his monthly.
Yeah, well, that ain't shit.
I'm not saying 20,000 is right or wrong or fair. I'm saying that I was just saying calculating someone's income for me is matters, and I could see a world where somebody made enough income where $20,000 would make sense. I'm not saying that that's the number. My gut tells me that shouldn't be the number. It feels kind of high for that amount. But I'm just saying I do think income should matter.
Age should matter.
Of the kid?
$20K for a 1 year old?
At some point, and I'm gonna leave this conversation alone because
me too, because I don't fuck in LA.
It don't really be no good answer.
I don't fuck in LA.
But at some point, it starts to be income, or it goes away from child support after a certain point in time. Do you agree or disagree?
You mean in practice or in?
Yeah, like let's say hypothetically, because I remember it was Jimmy Butler, right?
Yeah,
I think Jimmy Butler's shit was like $50K. Yeah. And his baby mom was trying to get more bread, and she wanted like 70 or some shit like that. And my story was, at $50K, what can't you do for a child at $50K a month? So at some point, it stops being about taking care of the child effectively into just generating income for my.
But if it's all percentage based,
if it's all percentage based, and let's say the 50K number is what they got off of certain percentages, and then you get he's making more,
a lot more,
because a lot of times it's not good. It ain't calm, peaceful waters between them parents. So if they know they get X percent of that number, and now that number has drastically increased to this number, they're gonna go back for X percent of that number.
I can speak to New York. I can't speak for other states, but it stops at a certain point in income.
Okay.
So New York, if one child is 17%.
Okay.
Of whatever your income is.
So the income increases, though.
But let me tell you.
Okay.
But at a certain point, it stops being 17%. So if you make $10 million a year, it's no longer 17%. It's a threshold in which the 17 stops. You understand what I'm saying? And so it happens like
so
that.
To me, if I made $100 million in a year, or $50 million in a year, let's use the NBA salary. Yeah, I don't think that percentage should be the same as somebody who makes $1 million or $500,000. I agree with that totally. I think at some point, like you said, it has to be about taking care of the child. But again, I could see a world where $50,000 wouldn't be enough or would be the right number, depending on what the person makes. Because part of what you're thinking about is the quality of life of the child, and should that match the quality of life of the parents? And there's a way that it does, I agree, de facto become income, because if, for example, I need to pay, I'm using this to pay so this child could live in this kind of house. You also living in that house. You also living in that apartment. So in that way, yeah, it does. And I'm not making a judgment about it. I'm just saying I agree with that kind of analysis. But I think that's okay, and I'm not sure that it should matter how old the kid is. For example, a 1 year old has certain needs that a 3-year-old doesn't have. There's a way that sometimes at 15, honestly, I spent less money in some ways on my kid at 15 than I did at 2 or 3. Because of needing certain kinds of child care, needing certain kinds of food support, etc.
All right.
So I think it depends on the situation.
Real quick, let me just jump in real fast. California does not have an income cap. So whether it be $200,000 a year, $1 million a year, $5 million, $20 million, the formula still applies, which is
in California. Okay.
Yeah. It's they take your net income and split it over parenting time and. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, if I'm Elon Musk and I have a kid, I don't necessarily think that. And again, I'm not defending Elon Musk's wealth, to be clear. But I'm just saying, if I'm Elon Musk and I made $50 billion that year and I have a kid, I don't think the kid should get. Would it be $5 billion or whatever? I mean, I'm not good with math. Whatever that is, I think that'd be absurd. That would seem absurd to me.
Hey yo, listen. Anthony Edwards just got his the child support. You know, she tried to go back.
That's where we going.
She tried to go back and get him to pay an increase, and she wasn't able to prove. Actually, she was a no-show.
She didn't even show up.
So what it is, they brought it down. He was paying $5,000 a month, and he paid $20,000 initially, then $5,000 a month,
and now it's what?
And then now it's $3,222. So she got a decrease.
Whew. Now that's too low. But you gotta show up.
How is it too low?
But you gotta show up.
They said that her income was zero. $3,000 richer. She went in there. They said that she told the court that she had a zero income.
I'm saying based on the rules. I'm just saying
a lot of courts don't allow that.
Yeah.
Just because you say you have no income, you still have to. They're not going to keep you at a zero and say, all right, this person has to provide everything.
I understand what you're saying.
You're an adult,
you should have
and if you have parenting time, if you're splitting custody, they're going to say you still have to provide A, B, C, D for yourself. So you got to get a job.
Let's hear from a baby mama on the.
I mean, it's only one fucking baby mama here. Now, question is, when y'all talk about this, are you coming from the standpoint of the girl that is using the baby for a hustle? Or are you coming from the standpoint of the girl that was maybe in a relationship with a guy and he started going upside her head, or he said he didn't want her for the cuter bitch or whatever? Is it a difference in your opinion when a situation like that, somebody that's hustling versus somebody that, because I thought the situation with the nigga you just said, I thought his whole thing was, what's his name, Anthony?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
I thought his whole thing was, look, I don't want that motherfucker, and I told you, take what you want. I'll cash
No,
you out.
that's what the kid he didn't want.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the, he lost that bitch too.
The one he won, he tried to pay that for that.
This is what
he wanted
this
to
is
pay
what
that
the girl
off.
he with, the baby
Like,
they
for
just
18,
had.
I paid up front.
Yeah, he didn't want nothing to do with the other kid.
First of all, I respected it. I don't know. I didn't really mind it because you're still taking care of your responsibility. At the end of the day, my thoughts on this is like twofold because I don't know if you're supposed to say
Wait,
this or
how's
not.
that still taking care of your responsibility?
If you give it, if you pay, he paid
She's
for the
saying
kid.
financial.
But
You're
Cashed it out.
financially.
If I say,
But
this is my
Bona-
thing, y'all. This is my thing. We all get that if Manny fuck we have and I get pregnant, right? And Manny say, look, bitch, it was just one night stand, I don't want no baby. And I say, well, fuck that, I want my baby, right? In a lot of them situations, the girl said, well, we don't need you anyway, nigga. I'm having my baby, right?
Okay.
My thing is, once we make that decision, why the fuck you coming back when this nigga 3.5? I don't get it, because it get hard.
What?
I said I didn't want this nigga, and we had this
Okay.
conversation. My thing is, it's no
Come
male
on,
birth
dog.
control. People, now, it takes two to tango, right? We're both fucking, we having fun. If we're fucking and we know we don't want no baby, the fact that you can decide, okay, well, I'm having this baby, I'm keeping this baby, regardless of what our situation is, right?
Her body, her choice.
I feel like it's supposed to, and that's what it is, but I just feel like something has to change about that system. I have friends. I do. I think so. I don't
You
know.
know what changes about that system?
What?
If you don't want no fucking kids, go get clipped. I say it all the time.
God.
If you know for a fact you don't want them kids, go get clipped. If you think maybe down the line I might want something, you freeze your fucking sperm. That's what. Niggas think that they...
I'm feeling you. I'm just thinking about the
niggas think
vasectomy.
that, yo, I can have that talk and talk you out of doing this. When her mind is made up, her mind made up. Y'all in that boat now. Now you got to live with it.
Neutral Budden.